it's like that. And then he can edit it and everything.
I just was already hitting record.
No, that's fine. No, he can edit all that shit out. He can edit all that out. Does it look okay? Can you see my balls? Is it?
He's gonna have to edit that because it's the testicles thing.
Is it? You can see my testicles?
No.
You can't see my. Okay, good. I don't want you to see my testicles. His beer tastes way different than fat tire.
Yeah, because it's like flat tire. It's like beer.
Now I wanted to talk about the show. Talk about the Banana Blonde show on April 25th.
Okay.
I wanted to talk about what we were trying to do and kind of recreate going to see a band and
Actually enjoying it?
yeah.
Yeah, that would help. That'd be refreshing.
And not just going to a bar and eating food and there's just some band playing in the background. You know, the whole experience of going and buying a ticket and
Actually getting excited to see
yeah,
something.
get excited to see new music, hear new music, not just see it, but not just hearing somebody play old classic tunes, but somebody play music you never heard before, and it be loud, and it be
the O word, you know, the O word that doesn't go around very often anymore, which is original.
oh yeah, original music.
Yeah,
and
instead of on a
cool
tape loop.
Yeah, a really cool venue means doesn't have to be a nice venue, but something really different, something memorable. But everything's well calculated. Even the person that's going to play the music in the beginning, it's going to be all music that pretty much I've handpicked out, music that I've been on my playlist for the last 3 years that I've been listening to. That's made me want to do Banana Blonde. That's made me want to write music. So it's going to be a really weird mix of music to listen to. And nobody in there is probably going to know any of the stuff. Everybody's going to probably be like, what is this? I've never heard this song before ever in my life. But that's good. That's what I want. I want this to be a new experience. For people who come, I want it to be something, I want them to hear music they've never heard before. Done by other people, I want them to hear my music, which they've never heard. I don't know. And in places like Gadsden, it's kind of cool to do this because I don't think this happens much, especially places like Gadsden. Maybe it probably used to, but not so much anymore. Now it's, you know, you hit the local bar and, you know, you buy a couple brews and
see what kind of regurgitated country can be produced.
Yeah, see what kind of cover bands playing some garbage in the corner. A lesser version of the original. And I don't want that. And places like Gadsden, they should be able to go to a good venue or a seedy venue and hear an original band. And even if they hate the music, at least it'll be something that they won't forget. It'll be
yeah,
like,
a good time.
Yeah, they'll have a good. Even if they hate the music, they'll have a good time, and that's what's important. The music was loud. And it was, my ears were hurting, but we got really drunk and we had a good time.
No, I think they'll like the music.
Yeah, I hope so.
I think they'll like the music.
Yeah, I hope so.
So, any kind of maybe a preview or any kind of hints about what's going to be on this, you know, playing in the background, this music, or are we keeping that till the time of the show?
Yeah, I want it to be a whole musical experience. I want the whole thing to be the whole night of the people that come to be experienced, not just seeing Banana Blonde. I mean, I want them to remember that too, but I want, as soon as they come in, it to be an experience. So, you know, whatever we got the DJ playing, like I said, it could be anything from. It's stuff that I've been listening to recently. It could be anything from Jarabe de Palo. It could be Spanish music. It could be Frank Sinatra. I could have a Frank Sinatra song on on the house PA, followed by White Zombie, and
that's to the extreme.
Rick James, Prince. Anybody who knows me knows I love Prince. Iggy Pop, Stooges, Soundgarden.
I know half the fun of going to shows, and you can relate to this, is sometimes hearing the music before the bands go on. And sometimes it was songs that I would hear for the first time ever from bands like you're not necessarily maybe familiar with, or from bands that you're familiar with but you never knew that they made that song, and that was always really cool. So hopefully we'll hear some of that.
Yeah, and all that stuff's well thought out ahead of time. What the people are listening to before the band comes on. And the Banana Blonde set's gonna be short. It's only an hour set, basically 10 songs. But that's good. I've been in a band where we've played a 3-hour set of covers, and it's miserable.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so many, versions of Jesse's Girl you can kind of pump out, or I just you can ad-lib a lot of Journey stuff, but then it just is still somebody else's stuff. I mean, I don't mean to discredit Journey, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, and there'll be stuff there that they can buy. There'll be CDs that they can buy of Banana Blonde, T-shirts. That's another thing. It's like an old school. It's like an old school show when you're going to see a band who's selling their stuff. They're selling a very simple demo with a very basic cover art, and although this demo is pretty good quality wise, but it's still very amateurish. But sometimes that's really cool to buy something really basic like that and get a sticker or a shirt, and that's something that's, especially with the way music is now, even with original bands putting their music online and selling it and things, a lot of that gets lost. And being able to go and see live shows and buy stuff from the band and talk to the band and hear the music live. And I don't know. It's something that's not done so much anymore. I think that was something that was really cool with probably the punk stuff. Was
absolutely.
It was a whole do-it-yourself. Yeah. And the hardcore stuff, and even the straight edge people or whatever. I think it was cool. That was something that I really admired about that scene, was that they were doing it themselves. And even if I didn't like the music, I thought it was really cool that they were doing that, and they were still creating that same experience that I'm trying to do, where people can come and hear original music and buy stuff from the band, and I don't know. That's what it's always been about, and it's still about that. I don't care if there's still the internet and there's still all this stuff, iTunes and everything. It's still the same thing. It's still go see the band, go hear them play their songs, buy stuff they got for sale on the table out front, and that's the way it's been forever, and it's still the way it is.
It's a good small live experience. It's important.
Yeah.
It should be important anyway.
That's what I'm hoping that we can do in Gadsden. Something a little different like that. Yeah.